# demonstration of the basic features of togglename. New paragraph. Very simple string name, =. A string name is what you say. A code name is what you compile, what you use in your actual software. One of the problems of programming by speech is that the generation of a code name has been rather difficult. For example, this one here would be pronounced A, no space, caps code, no space, cap name. And say that over 2 or 3 times and you're ready to kill somebody. But togglename allows you to work around that. Toggle statement. Toggle statement looks at the body of code, in this case a statement, looks for if the string name is undefined, and in this case the first one is. It tells you that it's unknown, and you now have an opportunity to define it. Fix unknown. Fix next. Now we have a code name associated with a string name. So the next time you say that string name, you'll generate this code name. But this is not sufficient when writing code by voice. We have a lot of bracketed elements that we use to describe array indices or dictionaries or argument lists. We solve that this way. Leave mark. A simple index. Bracket that. Move to end of line. Leave mark. Argument 1, comma, argument 2, comma, argument 3, comma, argument 4. Paren that. Toggle statement. As you can see, some of the names are transformed. Others were not. The index has been transformed to a simple index, which I remember from a previous demonstration. Argument 1, 2, 3, and 4 were transformed, but argument 4 wasn't transformed. Why? Well, a string name is defined as anything that is not code. Anything that is not code includes all the punctuation characters, but also all the keywords. 4 is a keyword. Argument is a single word and therefore not subject to transform. The reason I chose this is because sometimes I have simple variables like index, or definition, or line, or something of that nature. Therefore, we made the decision to not transform single word string names. But this is not a problem because we can go over to it, and sometimes it's easy to use a mouse, sometimes it's a type. Hold down the arrow key. It all depends on what you're into. Because you do need to save your voice because it is a fragile tool. And we just change this here to F-O-U-R. F-O-U-R. Again, speaking is easier than typing. And toggle statement. Toggle statement. Fix unknown. let me also point out, if you notice up here how this is all grayed out, when I use this, when you try to toggle something to transfer the symbols, you can work with class, method, statement, basically, or a region that you've defined. Um, that region becomes a foreground, visual foreground. Everything else becomes a visual background. But you can now scroll up and scroll down and see stuff that's already there, and as a memory jog or a reminder of what's going on. Fix next. All done. All done. That's a bug. Okay. Um, so once you say all done, it should restore the buffer to its uh, unnarrowed state, and you can go on and modify your program as you desire. In addition to working with brackets and parens, you can also work with braces, quotes, single quotes, double quotes, triple quotes to bracket them the same way. Leave mark, and then blah that to say quote that, toggle that. Quote that, you know, um, paren that, bracket that, and that will close off the match set. So that completes toggle name for today. The next stage is creating a simple macro-like environment where you can build idioms or common patterns and in a speech-friendly way so that you can dictate the idiom, you can fill in the blanks, and have everything be robust against misrecognition errors. And with that, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope we can get the next stage finished soon.